This week we've been talking about forming the past tense in German. There's a few different ways to form the past tense. We're going to start with one that's called the perfect or conversational past. So let's review. When we want to say we do something in the present, you might say, Ich spiele Fußball. Ich mache meine Hausaufgaben. Sie hört das Musik. Those are all things we're either doing right now or that we enjoy doing regularly, including in the present. To say these in the past tense, we're going to use either haben or sein, so to have or to be, in the place we usually have verbs, that is the second position, and then end the sentence with a ge word, which I'll review in a second. Those are called past participles. So here's some examples. Ich habe Fußball gespielt. This is my past tense for ich spiele Fußball. Ich habe meine Hausaufgaben gemacht. Sie hat Musik gehört. In each of these three, haben helps us say what we did in the past tense. We'll use sein later on. So how do we do that? In order to use the past tense, you'll need to be able to conjugate haben and sein. I've had students take a test every day conjugating haben and sein, so it's important that you understand how to conjugate these two verbs in German. So last week we focused on haben, which is used for most verbs, and next week, including this week, we'll start to work with sein or to be. And that's used for verbs that show motion, but don't worry about that just yet. So let's review conjugation of haben real quick. We've got ich habe, du hast, sie es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, and sie haben. This is what gets conjugated in our sentence. And then it's used with the past participle. What does that word mean? Well, we only need to worry about conjugating haben. For the actual verb that we do, we use a past participle. In class, we've only covered how to make a past participle for regular verbs, which makes it easy because they all follow a set pattern. For example, spielen, or to play. Spielen's a good example because it shows the pattern for regular verbs. Ich spiele. Du spielst. Sie es spielt. Wir spielen. Ihr spielt. And sie spielen. That's our conjugation for spielen. Other regular verbs, for example, machen is regular, follow this pattern where we take the stem part of the verb. The stem for spielen is spiel, so the part without the en, and we add a t. So for the past participle, making the past tense, you focus on the stem part. So for spielen, it's spiel plus t, and then you add ge to it. So to form the past participle, we add ge to the er-sie-es form of the verb, and then this goes to the end of the sentence. Here's some examples. Spielen goes to gespielt. Machen to gemacht. Kaufen to gekauft. Wohnen to gewohnt. So let's see those in action. I start with me. I'm going to be the subject for the first one. Ich habe Fußball gespielt. Notice gespielt is at the end. For the next one with machen, I'm going to use we. So wir haben. Notice I conjugate haben for wir instead of ich. Hausaufgaben gemacht. So the past participle is this ge word, and it's always at the end. If I wanted to say he ate pizza instead of he eats pizza, I would say hat Pizza gekauft. Or that should be he bought. Sorry, I messed that one up. For this fourth and final one, ihr habt in Kansas gewohnt. Or y'all lived in Kansas. Notice haben is conjugated for ihr, and gewohnt is at the end of the sentence. If I wanted to say you all live in Kansas, it'd be ihr wohnt in Kansas. Ihr habt in Kansas gewohnt is a way to say it in the past tense. Watch this 1 or 2 times. I'll have some stuff for you to do to help you practice it when you get back. Keep working on this. It'll get a little more complicated, but for right now, that's how you form the conversational past tense with regular verbs in German. Tschüss.